Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VisualWood.
Hey
Today,
Matt,
hey, how you
hey, have you
doing?
played Blade and Soul?
No, I actually
Have you
haven't
played
played.
Blade and Soul?
No, I haven't played.
Have you?
I haven't played it. I haven't installed, but I've been busy. I've been busy, doing work instead of playing games.
People, please stop asking me if I've played Blade and Soul.
Well,
Please,
the thing is,
Matt, you
I
have to
I feel
defend me
like
from it.
I feel like you're I don't know why they will be asking you because they got to
Because it's an
understand you
MMO.
are a mono gamer. It
No, 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 no.
actually it actually goes with MMOs as well.
I'm actually playing two games at once right now. I'll have you know. All right.
Oh yeah. What Don't Starve 2
No,
and
no, Final Fantasy X too. I've been for several months now. I'd say I've been a duo gamer.
congratulations.
All right, a duo gamer. You're damn right. All right. And yeah, you're right. Like, how crazy is it? How much? Like, honestly, how big of a game is it that me? You're right. Right. To be honest, people, it's kind of crazy to ask me if I'm playing a game, right?
Right, it
That's
is. It is, yeah.
and like how so how big is Blade and Soul then? It's
I didn't
mental.
know it was that big, but people were sending me messages saying like, "Dude, you should try it out. You should try it out." I'm gonna try it out in a couple
Right?
of days with a friend, that he usually plays MMO, so I'm just gonna tag along with him. So
Okay.
there's that and Black Desert that's coming out, and I don't know, like, okay, MMOs, especially non like Korean MMOs, I feel like it's gonna be more of the same. It's like the same thing I talked about recently. It's like it boils down to how sexy you can make your characters, for all the guys like that,
Hmm.
and
I like that.
the combat system and how good it looks. Like that's pretty much it. Like you're probably not gonna see anything cool when it comes down to the questing system. You're not gonna, oh my gosh, there's actually story here that makes sense. Like you're
No,
not
no,
gonna
no.
see
Listen to
any of that
this.
stuff.
Listen to this. This is quite innovative. What they do with the question. I've heard things. Right. I know.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm already a bit of an expert on the game. I haven't even
Right.
played it yet, but I
Right.
can comfortably
Classic.
say that.
Classic. Uh huh.
All right. But listen to this cool innovative thing you do with the quests on this, right? You go to like a town and there's loads of quest NPCs and you can get all the quests at once, right? And hear me out. You
Oh.
get all the
Oh.
quests at once, then you
Wow.
leave, you like kill a bunch of mobs and do loads of stuff and you get them all and then you go back and you cash them all in at once and you might get like a level or two.
Oh my gosh. That is new, dude. I've
How
never seen that
crazy is
done
that?
before.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that. Oh my gosh. That is like the best. That is the best. I've actually watched some gameplay of this before. Um, YouTuber, the Hive leader, played some games, and I usually watch him go through a bunch of MMOs, see if I want to actually try anything. And the PvP looks pretty fun,
People are
but
going on about
it's
PvP. Yeah.
just regular MMO stuff to me. I guess I've kind of lost that whole feeling of the intense, like, oh, I got to play every single MMO ever made, and I'm bound to find one to tickle my fancy or whatever like that. Like I just, yeah, I don't know.
Well, there's that thing about, like this idea that general audiences they just like they hype themselves about one game, play it for a month or even a week,
And then they
then
leave.
leave and do it again. There's that general idea, but the only I really began to understand that idea about a year after GW2 came out. Someone who'd been like used to tweet me a lot and used to like I was reasonably close with Ish, right?
Yeah.
Followed the release of the game of GW2 with me, and then just vanished, right? The kind of person that you wouldn't quite realize that they vanished, but then you see their name pop up later, and you're like, oh yeah, what about that person, right? And what really struck me was when Wildstar was the next game, and all of a sudden I saw they were completely Wildstar obsessed, like completely amazingly Wildstar obsessed.
Hmm.
It's like I don't know how people end up doing that. Like you get so hyped about the release of a game just to play it for like a week or so, and then that's it. This is what I don't understand as a mono gamer. I don't get it.
Well, many people do it. Many people do it. Like you
Hmm.
can see that, and yeah, they go from one MMO to the other, and they get hyped on it. They say it's the best thing ever, and then they play it, and something ticks them off, something very basic, or a really good game comes out, and they totally forget about.
So do you
You
want to
know,
play some Blade and Soul with me?
don't give me empty
What?
invites.
What?
Don't
How
do
is that an empty
Don't-
invite? Let's
don't
do it.
that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I have it downloaded right now. I
Oh, all right,
I might
I'll
give
get
this a
it.
test run after this. Actually,
Is it free to play?
Yeah, yeah. Of course it is.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Everything is free to play.
Is Black Desert?
They make more money
it's not.
off the
It's
cash
free to
shop.
play,
Come on
G.
now. Why would you dare pay for an MMO?
That's true.
Yeah, that's how you make that money.
They're not worth any money.
You'll always spend more than $60 on a game. Always. Well, the more.
Do you think that what do you think is the most you've ever spent on one game? Do you think MapleStory is the top of that list?
What, free to play?
No. Out of all games ever that you've ever played.
Oh. That is what? Pay to win?
No. Just all games ever that you've ever played. What's the most you've ever spent on it?
Oh, spent money wise.
Yeah.
Not time. Yeah, I would have to be MapleStory.
Wow.
It would have to be MapleStory. It's one of those games like and it's not necessarily because of the story or anything. It's because I enjoy the game so much, And I guess that's what people look for, It's the game. How fun is the actual game? Like, is the combat just like so addicting that you don't mind grinding? That's where it comes to, and that's how it was for me for MapleStory. And
see, I gotta ask you, how much do you like turn-based RPGs?
I didn't like them as a kid, and I'm unsure if I would like them now.
Right. See, the weird thing is, I'm basically in the same camp as you there. I think. I mean, I'm fairly tolerant of them, and I like them enough, that I would play them. But I'm not a huge fan of them. But the funny thing is, like, I could easily go back and replay something like Final Fantasy VII over and over and over again, even though it's got terrible that I can't stand the grind and I really don't like the turn-based system. I could go back and do it.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. It's one of those things.
You're a huge FF7 fan, aren't you?
No, 9. I really like 9.
Really? I thought you talked about how much you enjoyed.
I like 7 too, but I'm more excited about the them remaking 9. I'm way more excited to that. Well, they're not
Wait, they're remaking 9?
They're up-resing, I guess you can say, not necessarily remaking. Like
they're
Fantasy
remaking
7.
9, are they? Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Up-resing.
dude, it's gonna be. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot
listen,
wait.
I'm
gonna
got the best
actually
segue
learn the
ever.
turn-based system this time instead of just like pressing attack and waiting for my TP to fill up so I can do a special. Yeah.
Speaking of 9, all right, got something pretty interesting for you. Did you hear the news
What?
about our solar system?
No, I did not.
See, I didn't think you would have. This is weird. I didn't think you would have. Did you know? All right, and you're going to think I'm lying to you because it's crazy news. Did you know they've discovered a new planet in our solar system?
Oh yeah, I heard something about that. I heard something about that, but I don't know details though.
Really? Well, okay. So I don't think they've directly detected it, but they've detected the fact of like its orbit or something. I don't know how you can detect an orbit without detecting the celestial body itself.
I follow a lot of space stuff, and I look at the article, but I don't read it sometimes because I'm actually doing something. I'm doing something at the time. You see, I'm editing like most of the day. Yeah, fine. Go ahead. What is the new planet?
It's the same size as Neptune, I think they said it was. So this is a pretty big planet, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so far away that the last time it was closest to Earth, I think it has like a 15,000 year orbit or something. Or the last time it was close to Earth was 15,000 years ago. So it's like, or 1,500 years ago was the last time it was closest to Earth. So like, and even then it was like well beyond Pluto. So it's been like super impossible to detect for ages. But how crazy is that? There's like a Lovecraft story about there's a lot of this is the idea of Planet X. Okay, for years people have been like, oh, Planet X, there's another planet, it exists, it's out there, and people have been like, you're an idiot, obviously Planet X doesn't exist, what are you talking about, it doesn't exist. And then like there's something this huge, dude, it's crazy.
Oh, I just hope that I'm alive for either me putting my body or putting my head in a jar so I can survive in AI form, or virtual reality or like being able to fly in space, dude. Like, oh my gosh, I want to go to space so bad. I want to feel that loneliness when I look out the door and see nothing but empty death. You know, I want that, dude.
Wow.
I want it so bad.
I think you're probably not going to survive that long, Matt.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Well, look, if you want to survive that
about?
long, what you first got to do is tackle stuff like Alzheimer's and cancer and all that stuff, so that you live a little bit longer, and then maybe you'll see it.
Well, if I'm a floating head, then I don't need to worry about the
In a
tumors
jar.
growing anyway, right?
You're going the Futurama route.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, what you got to do is get super famous, and then someone, they'll.
I want to be
jar
half
you.
Android. You know, synthetic skin.
I wouldn't mind that. Mind that. To be honest, all right. Think about this. Is something an opinion I've always had. All right.
Right.
And I dare not say it often because it kind of puts me into stereotypical British person. But honestly, how much time do you think you'd save over your entire life if you just went to the dentist tomorrow and got them to hammer all your teeth out and then just put in fake teeth for the rest of your life?
That's expensive. But,
all right, but it's expensive. But then think about it. You never have to brush again. You just put them in a little friggin' glass of water each night. Done. Think about it.
Hold on. Oh, no. Wait a minute. It's not implants. It's dentures is what you're talking about.
All right, or dentures. Oh, yeah, implants.
No, dentures is a hell no. No.
Okay. All right, what about, like, implants? Like fake teeth that don't rot?
Fake teeth, I'll think about it, but that's expensive for, like, whatever. I'm not going to do all that. That's too much pain. You're gonna be on that gas for a while, dude. You're gonna be.
But then you live the rest of your life fine.
Of your life just like laughing to yourself because of the pain.
Think about this as well, right? I've started rewatching Lost. Okay, all right. And you're familiar with the movie Castaway, Tom Hanks, all right?
Right.
No, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but wouldn't you sleep a little easier at night knowing with those fake teeth that should you be cast away someday, you don't have to worry about teeth rot because you don't have any toothpaste or anything, which did kill a lot of people and does continue to kill a lot of people, and you'd never have to worry about it. You're not on board, are you? You're not on board.
No, I'm not on board. So,
says
what
the
have
man
you
who
been
wants to be
doing?
half Android.
What have you been doing this week?
Okay, quite a lot of stuff. First
Wow.
of all, I want to hype you up about something, all right?
Oh, okay.
Egg, okay?
Oh, the egg. All right, you have pictures, right? I'm hoping you have pictures.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. I will be able to Google some. I won't have some of my own pictures, but
what is it called? Because I haven't been able to find 0-calorie egg bread.
It's crazy. Hold on.
So WP is trying to be healthy. It's the best way he can be healthy.
Yeah.
And he's trying to avoid some carbs. So he sent me a little message on Skype. Oh, you probably heard about this, but zero-calorie bread. And I'm like, what? No,
zero-carb bread. Zero-carb bread.
Zero-carb. Zero-carb bread using egg. And I'm gonna assume that it's more than just egg. That it's actually like bread filling and not greasy.
This is the most insane thing. Listen, all right, so look, okay, I can't find any pictures. You're just gonna have to trust me on this, okay? And everyone in chat's gonna have to trust me. Maybe someone could have my back.
No, I don't want to trust.
This was the most insane thing I've ever experienced, all right?
Where did you find it? Where's the recipe? At least.
There is no recipe. This is how easy it is. All right, you gotta listen, all right? Seriously.
Oh, God.
Seriously, okay? Egg is already, like, if there's any food in the world that's super versatile, it's egg, right? Like, egg you can do a ridiculous amount of stuff with. Fry an egg, boil an egg, scramble an egg, poach an egg. You can do a lot of different stuff with eggs, okay? And you'd think everyone's discovered, and it's common knowledge, all the ways to do egg, right? Like, it pretty much is common knowledge. Everyone knows, like, all the different ways you can do egg. Here's the thing, though. Yeah, Matt's right. Paleo, keto, Atkins, all these words, they're all just talking about low-carb lifestyles, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go a lot lower carb, right? So I haven't eaten bread for ages, like ages and ages. And sometimes you miss just that feel of just being able to have a sandwich or something.
Right.
So anyway, found this recipe, all right? It was on our Keto on Reddit, okay? Found this recipe to basically give you, they're like baps. It's like a roll, all right? It's like a small bread roll, right? And I was like, wow, that looks really tasty. And it's like the picture showed it. It looked a little bit like bread. The texture looked like it would taste a lot like bread. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. What's the recipe? Here's how you make it, all right? And this is crazy. you get an egg, you crack an egg into a bowl, take the yolk out, separate the yolks from the whites, get a whisk, like an electric whisk or whatever,
Right.
put like four eggs in a bowl, whisk it up, right? Kind of like you're making a meringue. You know how to make a meringue, Matt? Where you basically just add sugar to that, right? Just spin it and spin it and spin it under the whisk until it starts forming peaks, all right? Portion the little peaks of this now fluffy white goo that doesn't look anything like original, egg whites. You just portion it onto, a bit of greaseproof paper or something, 4 or 6 on a baking tray, 170 degrees, 20 minutes in the oven. You pull it out. You got bread, bro. You've got bread. I'm not even lying.
All right. You pour it into what? And
you just put it on the tray. You just put it on the tray. That's it.
And you put it in the oven?
Yeah, you bake it in the oven. Yeah, 170 degrees centigrade.
What? And you just get?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Hold on. Does it float
out.
up? Wait. Don't just say you skip bread. It doesn't happen like that. Wait. Okay. You get a loaf that you can cut, or it's just a flat piece of flat bread.
What you've done, Matt, is you've put like 4 or 5 dollops of fluffy white egg. That's all it is.
Do you shape it, or it just comes out all like?
You just put it in little balls if you want, as shaped as you want it to be. It doesn't have to be ridiculously shaped. And you put these little balls on, and when you get them out, those little balls have turned into like mini little rolls. And then what you do, you don't cut into the rolls, but like how if you have you've got like a. Do you know what I mean by roll? I don't know if this is an American thing. A bread roll, right?
Yeah.
You know how if you cut into a bread roll and you put maybe some ham in there, you butter it or whatever, and you cut into it. You don't cut into these. You just, one of them is the top half, one of them is the bottom half. And you just, you sandwich something between it. Bit of lettuce, bit of ham, cheeky little bit of mayo, salt, pepper, boom. You've got a sandwich right there.
Always with the cheeky mayo, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Trust me. And it's just egg. It's just egg, but it comes out like bread. It's the craziest. It's crazy for so many reasons. It's not messy. It doesn't take long to do. It's simple as. It's easier to make than frying egg. It's ridiculous. It takes a little bit longer. It probably goes off really quickly, but you just make it and then you eat it then and there. So it's crazy to me that not only this exists, but that I didn't know about it and nobody knows about it.
So, okay, like. I've been like, I don't know, the last few months have been crazy when it comes to researching of what I eat and blah, 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 and what works and what not. I have this whole list of what gives me like attacks and stuff. So I'm actually thinking of, because what I can eat is very limited. Well, not crazy limited, but yeah, it's kind of limited. I'm thinking about later on branching out to be a vegetarian instead.
Okay, so
mostly vegan, but a little bit of vegetarian, a little bit of cheese or egg or butter. Not inside the house, but like at least when we go out and stuff, and maybe sometimes inside the house, like for a certain recipe. Because everything I do, I have recipes. I don't just go inside and just like throw things together. So I'm thinking about branching out. So I might want to try this out, even though I'm not necessarily a major fan of egg. I do like egg, but I don't know. Maybe growing up, did you used to? Because I grew up washing dishes all the time, and it was the nastiest thing to like cook egg and have to clean it up.
What's so bad about cleaning up egg? I found a link for you if you want to verify.
Yes, I need to verify.
Here you go. All right. I don't care about the details of what this guy's given. Ignore the top or whatever. Scroll down until you see the bacon tray with 6 or 7 lumps. That's basically it. And then a little bit lower, you see he makes a sandwich out of it with what looks like pulled pork or tuna or something in it. That's it. He's calling it oopsie bread.
Oopsie?
And he puts he's got cream cheese and cream tartar on there on the recipe and stuff. You don't need it. You don't need it. Just the egg. That's all you need. But you can see. Look at how it looks. Look at that consistency. Look at that. That's how it comes out, man.
Wow.
There you go. See? The top ones look all weird and rubbish. Ignore his blog. But that's crazy. There you go. You should try it. This isn't messy or anything. Like, it's really not.
It's not messy. You say that, and then I look at this this thing I'm gonna have to clean. Look at that. Look at the leftover stuff in there. Look at the leftover.
What,
gunk.
On the bacon tray?
Look at the leftover gunk right there.
You gotta be joking. To be honest with you, I do agree with you. Most of the way I like to cook, I like to basically have as little washing up as possible. Like, I'll cook with the same fork that I'm going to eat with, for example.
All right. are you the type of person to get aggravated if people put dishes that have stuff in them inside the sink? Like,
No, I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
Dude, we wouldn't be able to live. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so frustrating. Like when back in the days, I used to be like, like, stop. I have to clean these dishes. Anyways, off topic.
Here's one thing I don't like. I'll tell you what I don't like.
Right.
Some people invent these rules where it's like, all right, I cooked, so you have to clean up. I cooked the dinner, so you have to clean up. That's not on though. That's not on though, because you can swap with that, right? But some people are a lot cleaner when cooking than other people.
Right.
Some people like can wash up while they cook dinner.
Right,
you know, like
right. Why not wash up while you cook?
And other people won't. So like, that's not a fair game. That is. That's not even.
No, it's not. It's not. I mostly what I say if my wife says something like that, I'm like, nah, I'll clean up by myself. I'm fine. And she's like, oh. I'm like, what? I'll be fine. I'll I'll live. You know, because I don't mind cleaning up after myself. But like, I mean, when you don't use meat or egg or any of like when you're vegan, it's so easy to clean stuff. There's like nothing smells bad in your house because nothing's dying, nothing's spoiling. It is like yeah, huh?
I said it should already be dead by the time it's in your fridge.
Well, yeah. Technically, with all those vegetables and fruits and stuff like that you have to buy. But yeah. Anyways, I what else? What else has been going on in your life, man? Because you gotta try this week.
Well, I'm hardly holding down the show. Do you know what? Did you watch my "Hey guys, we're live" video this week?
No, I didn't.
It's literally me saying, "Guys, I'm knackered. I've had a really long day. Come join me while I'm exhausted on the podcast." And then there's a link. But I also have that animation that guy did for us once. Remember where you were talking about, you know, loving that monkey from Planet of the Apes?
Let's not talk about my monkey love right now, man. Come on now.
You were it to the public eye in the first place.
Wait, that's in the past. There's a lot of things that, you know, you say in the past, you know, that stays in the past. You know, maybe I have a little bit of monkey love still in my heart, but, you know, I'm just gonna, let's just move on here.
All right.
Let's move on. So I heard you're not a pirate anymore.
Yeah. So I didn't know whether I wanted to bring this to people's attention, but I may as well since the Windows thing.
Hey, let's be honest here. How many people here have pirated copies of programs on your computer right now? Let's be real here. You know what I'm saying?
Lots of people would have. But yeah. I think this is a pretty cool story. I do think this is a pretty cool story.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know? This is so currently, well, okay, so I did something cool this week, guys. I bought my editing software, right? The entire time that I've been doing YouTube stuff, I've been using a program called Sony Vegas. And for the entire time, as I've been trying to build a channel and as I've been trying to, you know, make it, so to speak, I've been using a pirated copy of that software. Why? Matt, do you want to tell them how much it costs?
It costs $700.
$700
for an editing program. That is like, I don't know, like that's not like Oculus Rift territory, is it? Like that's just like, okay, this is something I can get for free. You know, it's a program that technically you could make yourself, right? You know, if you just put a few years in school, you know.
But you know, it's priced like for professionals, it's priced for businesses, it's priced for people with revenue streams, and you know, that's why it's businesses and stuff that get punished for that kind of stuff, while individuals and private users tend to get a little bit more away on the software piracy side of things. But anyway, you guys have to understand, like 3 years ago, all right, you know, I was in a place where I was making YouTube videos sometimes, right, like using pirated game capture software, editing on pirated editing software entirely hosted by a pirated operating system. Like, there was nothing legit about what I was doing at all. And obviously earlier in the year I told you guys about the whole operating system thing and how you could move up legit and just get an actual proper copy of Windows 10, which I took with both hands, and it's been nagging me for so long. It's been getting at me. I've been thinking, This is so annoying. I don't like having to be cagey about the editing software I use or stuff like that. I'd like to just own it. You know, finally, I feel like I'm actually getting somewhere now. I should own it. So I started having a look around. I found a ridiculously cheap copy, physical copy. Right. So I have to wait for it to be mailed to me. Okay. And after
so
all
you're
this,
still a pirate right now.
after all this,
So you're still technically a pirate right now.
No, man, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing?
So no, because you didn't get the copy yet.
No, I got a code in an email. I swear.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Did you buy this off eBay? Because that's like...
No. It's not off eBay. It's off of a random UK vendor website that when they sent me an email for confirmation of my purchase, it arrived in my spam, and Windows was warning me, or Microsoft was warning me multiple times that they were failing security checks.
Shady. That's
But
the
it's
equivalent
okay.
of getting a game on one of those sites that resell keys.
I don't care, dude. There's no way I'd spend the actual price that they're asking for that software. There is no way in hell. I've been using it long enough to know that it's really not a perfect friggin' thing. Like if I was going to spend money, there you go. I'd go to Adobe. If I was actually going to spend the full price, I'd go Adobe. No questions asked.
But you won't go Adobe. There's no way. You would rather just stay with your pirated copy than go to Adobe.
It's because of the learning curve. More than anything, it's because of the learning curve. You know, if I could take, just like 2 months and go, right, I want complete clean slate. I'm not going to produce anything. I'm just going to dedicate myself to getting familiar. Like so much about the hotkey setup is different. I've tried on like 3 different occasions to get into Premiere, but I just haven't. I've never stuck with it on any of those occasions. But anyway, so now I'm good. I've come to land, everyone. And I think this is a cool little story about how industry, all right, can build cool things, can be created, fun content that people like, stuff that can be advertised on, all that kind of stuff. It can be built out of people trialing software.
So you steal it at first,
as long as you buy it in the end,
use it to gain money for your business. Then
I'm not
you
a business.
eventually pay for it. Right?
I'm not a business. Not a business.
Yeah,
so it's good.
You're a business.
I've become a real member of society this past year, Matt, and I feel great about it. So yeah. Yep.
Congratulations. One day I will also become a man.
You'll come to land as well.
Some hair on my chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never felt so good about spending a ridiculous amount of money that I didn't have to. Oh well.
Speaking of pirates, we played a game that I hope will come out soon.
Oh my god! Speaking of pirates, really?
Speaking of pirates,
really?
It's
all
totally,
the pirates.
It's totally about pirates.
Do you want to tell people about it?
We played a game called The Price
of
Freedom: Innocence Lost. It's pretty cool. I've been learning After Effects for a while, and I was just like, oh, let me just throw this up. So we could just use this as the promo. Look, Innocence Lost. Oh, dun 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 dun. We can make our own music. Dun 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 dun. People probably have no idea what's going on.
Every day this week I've woken up, I've been like, all right, today's the day I get to do it, and I've just ended up swamped under other stuff, and it sucks. But yeah, Matt and I played I found a website where you can. It's a choose your own adventure website. So, but it's like all fan fiction. It's community driven. The community writes the stories and stuff on it. And I found a recommendation on Reddit for something that everyone said was a really good one. It's set in ancient Rome, and you play as a Greek kid who gets stolen away and sold into slavery. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of the story of that character, but it's a choose your own adventure style thing, so you get to make decisions as you go. I've been thinking about doing like story based stuff and more reading style things on Concrete Ducks for a while, as you guys know. So I got together with Matt, we did it was a lot of fun. We have how long did it take us in the end?
It took us like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, was it 3 hours? I think it was closing in on 3. I don't think it was too much more than that.
I think it might have been closing on 4, but I could be wrong. I gotta look at the file again. Yeah, I think it was over 3. But it was fun. I haven't played a text adventure in a long time, and I never finished one back in the day. So this was a cool experience. I gotta
Yeah.
say, I think it's gonna be pretty unique, and I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy this. So
I
would
hope
say
so.
plug. I'm gonna make sure I tweet that out because that's gonna be really
Yeah.
cool. It's gonna be really
What I
cool to
want
see people's reaction to it.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to all the little places where people are like, "Hey, here's my choose your own adventure story," and I'll be like, "Hey, we read one of them out loud, and we've got all this cool production quality." The thing is, like, what's
In
difficult about it at the
Sony
moment,
Vegas.
what's difficult about it at the moment is there's so much I want to do with it. And now that you're really excited about it as well, Matt, I don't want to like make it a bit limp. Do you know what I mean? Like not put enough sound effects in or overdo stuff or not give it the attention to detail it needs. And so like that's probably one of the reasons that I've been like, no, I need to make sure I'm really in the right mindset for it. You know?
You don't overdo it. Just
No, I know.
like don't,
It's hard
like,
to put out
look,
something worse than I could though.
all right, well, I don't want you to overdo it. Reason why is because I know you, and if you overdo it, then that next episode is gonna be like, oh no, I have to do all this stuff. I have to make it better. I have to no. I want it out, and there needs to be consistency with this because people are just gonna go out and play it. No, I want people to experience the way we experience it, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna help too, but you don't want me to help. You don't want me to help.
My current thinking is to just edit it all up. I just want to do it all up straight away, and then once it's all done, then I can get a consistent quality across all of it in the first place. I mean, it's only a couple of hours. I edited like 3 hours of X2 today, and I did a ton of other stuff too. I just got to get into it. I just got to get in the mode. That's all it is. To ruin it for everyone as well, not spoilers, don't worry, Matt. It's part 1 of a 3-part series, and the other 2 parts of the series don't even exist. So it's a good story, but then it like ends on a sequel.
Whoa! You know what? You're just like that guy on Twitter. Was like,
What?
oh, Fringe, dude. If you don't want to be disappointed, don't listen to the watch the last season. I'm like, why did you tell me that? I had to stop myself. I was gonna be like, no, he was just trying to be helpful. He wasn't trying to spoil. He's just another WP.
Is that a spoiler, really, to you?
Who wants to mess up people's expectations of a story? It doesn't end. It ends properly. Okay?
It does have a proper ending. You're right.
Yeah. And for Fringe, now I'm just gonna expect the worst. So I guess it's better for me because I'm just gonna go in there expecting the worst, and it's not gonna be that bad. So that's how it's gonna is.
It's okay. You can get people in chat to tell you. Look, they already are.
No, I'm not looking at chat. I am not looking at chat. I'm looking straight ahead. I'm looking at these pictures of pack text. Anyways. Okay, I watched a movie that you trashed on.
I didn't trash on it.
You absolutely destroyed
I didn't trash
this
on
movie.
it. I didn't destroy this movie.
Dude, oh my gosh, you said you rather eat a kebab than this movie exists.
Wait. You're talking about Star Wars?
No, I'm talking about Inside Out.
That was Star Wars. I said the kebab thing.
No. You said that for Inside Out. Don't say such blasphemy.
Oh, what is this, guys?
All right. He hated this movie, so I decided to check it out. My wife wanted it for like to show at children's church and stuff like that. So we're gonna see if it's suitable for like young people, and it's definitely not. There's a few parts where it's like, oh, the F word, like the F word is just right there out of that angry guy's tongue, but not F word, but curse words. Curse words.
Appropriate for kids.
Yeah, it's kiddie, but it's just you know how people tend to be. The parents tend to be.
Oh.
Yeah. Parents tend to be.
It's
nothing to do with us.
About it. It's for people on the audio version of the podcast. We're talking about Inside Out.
We mentioned Inside Out.
Did we?
Yeah. It's a cool story, and there's a lot of hints to like really weird, real, like things that happen in childhood. And I thought it was fine. I wouldn't say it's the best movie ever. Like, it's not one of my favorite animated movies. Because I love me some animated movies, but it's not my favorite. But I thought it was really cool, and I thought it had it had this line that kids will just enjoy it because it's a kids movie and there's flashing lights and colors, and then adults will look at it and like, oh, I get that. Something that kids will just never. They'll never get. But yeah, there's a lot of that in there, and I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. A little over exaggerating in certain parts, especially with the the people in this woman's head, in this girl's head. But yeah. Well, what? I don't get it. I don't think it was that bad.
All right, listen, look.
You trashed on it, by the way.
The movie's alright, but it's not a great movie, and I was expecting a lot more specifically from Pixar. I do not think this is. Okay. I think that this is a notch above Cars and Cars 2, but aside from that, that's it. It's really not. When I compare it to all the other Pixar movies, which are some of my favorite movies of all time, I don't think this really holds up at all. I think a lot of it's really basic, phoned-in stuff. The whole Bongo character is just a copy-paste, goofy, dumb character to get people happy, with a cliche, silly end to him. Like that's all I'm saying.
Who's Bongo?
Yeah. You know, the I'm your subconscious. That guy.
Where
he runs around. The stupid figment of imagination thing.
You mean halfway during the movie? Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right, like you can just see it's just a formula.
Okay.
It's just a.
I would agree. It's probably not the best Pixar movie out there.
That's it.
Sure.
There you go.
That's it almost feels like a quota of Pixar movies. Like, a Pixar movie is coming out this year. So but it was fine. It was fine.
It's fine. It's Pixar, man. I want more. I like Pixar a lot.
It's no WALL-E.
High expectations and hopes.
It's not gonna make you feel something like WALL-E did without words.
Right.
It's not WALL-E. Yeah, but I get what. Okay.
There you go.
But I say it's still a decent watch. Especially if you got kids or whatever like that. Yeah. But don't expect to be like, no, robot, don't die.
But what annoyed me about it is they want you to feel that way about that Bing Bong character. That's exactly what they do. They try and
I felt a little something, when the cart thing and I don't want to spoil it, but okay. Anyways,
I just lost my soul. I lost my soul at some point in this film. People, by the way. You are right. People in chat were very angry at me last time I was talking about Inside Out. They're like, what are you talking about?
It wasn't bad at all. It was just an okay movie. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was an okay movie. Lukewarm is how I describe this movie.
Yeah, but you also described okay as Ex Machina, and I just don't.
Ex Machina. Oh my god.
All right. Anyways, so.
Did you know we've done like 10 pods in a row?
Anything you want to mention have been watching before we move on to the questions?
Oh yeah. Actually, there really is. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Now, hopefully, my girlfriend isn't listening because she'll crucify me for this. Because she liked this show. All right, and we watched it together on her recommendation.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. I mentioned it a couple of pods back. I didn't say very much on it. We were in the thick of it, talking about other stuff. And at the end of the day, the show I'm about to talk to you guys about is a show that not many of you will have ever seen. It was a sci-fi show that never got much of a following and got cancelled after 2 seasons. It's a show called Helix, all right? It's the first season is about these guys who work at the CDC. They are scientists. They are people there to contain outbreaks of dangerous, malicious, infections that will spread and do lots of damage. And they're there to cure people, to find a cure and administer vaccines. And they get called to a base in the Arctic, miles away from the rest of civilization, and it turns out to be this huge base where all this questionable research is going on by these shady people, and basically there's an infection there that's very much like zombieism. All right, it's basically like a zombies show, but it's set in this kind of sci-fi crazy Arctic base. It's about these characters that try to cure it.
What's the name of the show?
The show's called Helix.
Okay, and it's on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Was on Sci-Fi, yes.
Okay, I see it. All right.
Okay.
Got some all-white character cast.
So yes.
Classic.
I don't think there was a single black character in this entire show.
Well, see, that's normal, and
across both seasons.
Most people don't realize that until now. That most of the shows you look back on, they're all white characters, all white casts. The cartoons, everything's all white, and every time there's another character of an Indian, whatever. It's always oh my gosh, stereotypical, racist stuff. You know, not
Well,
racist, but yeah. Yeah.
Well, so hopefully from what I just explained to you, the show sounds kind of cool, right? So, like,
Right.
you know, it's got some interesting stuff going on. And I'll tell you, as the show goes along, it gets really complex. Like, you know, it does some things very well premise-wise. It's like you don't quite know the motivations of characters. You realize that some of the scientists that have come with you have alternate agendas. Some characters do get killed off, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't expect that to happen. And then it starts to take a bizarre twist, and you start seeing this really crazy stuff. By the time season 2 rolls around, you find out there's this whole story about how there are all these immortals that live on planet Earth, and they're like ageless beings that own a giant corporation that they're trying to, you know, control human population through viruses. Season 2 takes place on an island with like this whole like cult-like monastery, and there's a lot of interesting ideas like premise-wise, but everything about this show beyond that is terrible. Awful directing, low budget, so few characters, corny lines, inconsistent personalities and motivations. Like the most obnoxious, ridiculous in season 2 opportunities, like for them to throw in random sexy scenes. It's sci-fi, so you never see anything
Everyone
explicit.
loves those. What are you talking about?
In season
Brings
2,
in the
Matt,
ratings.
in season 2, you can literally see they're like, oh, we're not getting ratings. What can we do? All right, we've got to throw in random sex. And then they're like, okay, that's not working. Okay, wait, Game of Thrones does very well. They have incest in Game of Thrones. All right, quickly, we've got to put it in our show as well. They have the most arbitrary, obnoxious.
They didn't.
Yeah, dude, it is so bad. I learned so much about how to make TV bad through watching this. And here's the really sad thing. The idea of immortality, and a lot of the tropes and things that they're doing. This is basically mystery TV, just like Lost was. Lost is one of my favorite TV shows of all time, okay? In fact, they basically cut paste so much stuff from Lost. They have flashbacks and flash forwards and all kinds of stuff, right? Like copy paste from Lost, so many things in the whole mystery TV thing. I actually think this Helix, all right? Helix is a terrible show. It's like a 2 out of 10. But I can tell you this, Matt. If I, Wood and Potatoes, had ever made a TV show, this is what I would have made. This is exactly what I would have made. It would have had cool ideas, cool premise, but I would have botched the execution awfully. I would have had all these scenes I thought would have been epic and intense, and then they just come out cheesy and hammy. All the dialogue would have come out awful. I would have had no budget. I would have had a terrible director. And this is the show I would have made, and I would have cried. And it got cancelled in season 2. It got ridiculous.
But they
Absolutely
canceled
ridiculous.
alphas. Congratulations, sci-fi.
This is-
Congratulations.
Oh, dude, but the worst thing is, like, the 10% of this show that's good is really good. And I really, really, really like it. So it's just, like, unbelievable. So if anybody wants to really learn, if you really want to go on a wild ride and, like, watch TV for the interest of how TV is structured and stuff, and watch the narrative and see where they're inconsistent, where they do things badly and where they do things well, because there are some saving things about it. Watch Helix, because it is a wild ride in terms of what's good and what's bad. So, for example, here's a thing in the show, right? You know, I just said there's immortals.
Yeah.
They introduce a character, Matt, who is like this massacre, this evil, horrible, terrible guy, all right? Like, he slaughters all these people in a lift, like he does all this like outrageous stuff. He is a murderer, right? And they are not scared to be gory in this show. And he's an immortal, and so you're scared of him, right? And so when they finally show him on scene, what do you think he might look like? Give me an idea of what you think he might be.
Bald, no eyebrows.
Yeah.
Maybe different color skin, maybe.
I mean, he's an immortal, but how old do you think he'd look?
Oh, old. I don't think he'll look young at all. I mean, old at all.
They cast like a 14-year-old British kid for this with a squeaky voice, and I guess they thought they were being edgy. I guess they were like, oh yeah, we'll have this intense bad guy be this little kid. Yeah, this is badass. And they've got him like kissing this woman who's like 22 years old and stuff.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. But he's like this kid, and you just cannot take the character seriously. And you're just crying. You're like,
well,
oh.
This tells me all I need to know. When I see a picture like this, and I'm like, yeah, they're trying to be edgy, and there's probably gonna be a lot more edgy stuff that I'm not gonna care about. And I also want to point out that rating right there. Everything is wrong with Helix right now. Everything is wrong. Okay, look at that rating on IMDb. All right. Last podcast, full circle. Full circle.
I can't believe it. Like, and season 2 goes way off the deep end. It becomes quite funny to watch. I actually think it was so bad, and it was so interesting to see how you could, like, if I'd never watched it, I would have never realized the mistakes you can make while making a TV show. Like, you have to, people learn from their mistakes. Like, you really learn a lot watching something like this. But anyway,
I'm glad. So maybe you actually like some good shows now, like the other ones I've been throwing at you for so long.
You're gonna hate me now. You're gonna hate me, right? Because Kerry was like, "Hey, listen, I watched season 1 of Fringe."
Did she like it?
About Fringe. Yeah. Matt's been watching season 1 of Fringe. Why don't we watch Fringe, right?
Dude.
All right. All right,
all right, all I'm gonna say, only a few episodes in, there's the last time she takes off her clothes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, I just want you to know.
But it wasn't done. All right, so whatever. Anyways, you'll see the show.
No,
I would
I
say
won't,
it's probably one of the best female characters. I mean, Agent Carter is up there, but I just really liked her acting and the characters. I don't know if she'll ever. I don't know if she's that good of an actor to be like a movie star, but like in this show, you know how there's those characters where you're like, oh man, like they just play this part so well, and I think she's one of those characters, and I really enjoy her.
Yeah, but I'm not watching Fringe, mate.
You're not? What do you mean?
Oh, I decided we were going to watch Lost instead because Helix got me into mystery TV again.
Why? I hope she hates it. I hope she hates it.
I'm rewatching Lost.
I hope she hates it. I hope she's like, why am I being stringed along like a carrot on a stick? Like throughout most of the dang show. Yeah. Guess what? That's Lost. I hope she hates it. Hope she's listening. Is Valkyrie listening right now? I hope you're listening. Hate it. It's a horrible show. It's an absolute horrible show. I never finished
on the
last
radar.
season of that crap. Okay?
Fringe is on the radar.
It's on the radar. It is
on the
you're
radar.
Gonna give her a couple of episodes. I hope she finishes it. And she loves it. And she doesn't. Just get it. Anyways, question time. Ding.
By the way, we've been watching these on Netflix. Why doesn't UK Netflix have anything? Every time I want to watch a show or something on Netflix, right?
Because you guys don't have good shows.
We just don't have it. I have to use this Chrome add-on called Hola. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it. It allows you to. It's basically a free VPN that hooks directly into your browser. It's really, really good. And so I have to swap myself to US, and then it takes ages to buffer stuff and whatever, just so that I can watch the shows I want to watch. So annoying.
If you want to leave a question down below, put @MadVisual or @WoodandPotatoes. Oh, I don't think you have to put the @ Just put it in your question, and it will come up in black so we can easily see it.
Yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if it came out yet. I'm pretty sure it might have did. My friend was telling me about it.
Wait, what is that?
It's a crossover between multiple shows, like Hawk Girl and Arrow and Flash and everything like that.
Oh, okay. That's the TV Justice League then.
Yeah, basically. Oh, it's in the background. That's why they mentioned it. Yeah.
Did you see there was a concept for the Justice League already? The movie Justice League?
Concept? No.
Yeah. I'll give you a look at that. Before even Batman v Superman came out.
I'm very worried about these movies that are coming out. Suicide Squad, Batman vs Superman.
Oh, people seem hyped on Suicide Squad because they had that trailer as well, right? The other day.
I feel like Will Smith, man. I'm falling out of love with him a little bit, even though he's my boy.
Is this because of the Aunt V stuff?
Huh?
Is this because of the Aunt V stuff?
Oh, no. But that puts a point too. Wait, yeah, no. Like it's I don't know. He has a lot of flops recent years, man. A lot of flops, man. He's done okay. He hasn't done bad. He's just done okay, and I feel like he can do better. Like after his Muhammad Ali performance, like he just kind of fell out. Even though I liked iRobot, I don't know.
How much do you blame the actor though, versus the premise of the movie and the direction? Yeah.
I think I blame his choices more than I blame him.
But are they his choices or his agent's choices?
Maybe his agent sucks.
Right, that's the thing. I never know whether to say that an actor's bad or whether they've just ended up in bad stuff. You
Yeah.
know that no matter how good you are, you can't save it.
Could you explain? Could you please explain the bookmark? Thick black co dot 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 dot. Nah. So you pick a question.
So people asked us if we're going to play Darkest Dungeon now that it's out of early access. You'll remember we did do a video on that game.
Oh, are we gonna play it again? Probably. I mean, it's probably gone now. It came out recently, right? It came out full release, and that's the thing about early release stuff. You know, that
Doesn't
once
matter.
it comes out, it's just like, oh yeah, you came out. Yeah, other games are important now. You know, like it's kind of whatever.
People like that as well. You were right here too. Remember?
Hmm?
Do you remember the video we did on that? Like
Yeah.
you did very well, and then we started, and then it was really hard.
Yeah. It was cool. I enjoyed the concept a lot. It was cool, but you know, I don't know if it's something I'll go back to be honest. Orphan Black, no, it's on the list. It was actually on the dock. All right. So I had Supergirl on the dock. I had Mushishi, which I did watch a few episodes, which was pretty interesting. It's a supernatural thing. Like I said, I have one of the mangas. And I didn't get to Orphan Black. I'm sorry, man. I did not get to Orphan Black. I've been a little preoccupied recently in this past week, but I will get it by next week. I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Someone asked me if FF14 went free to play, would I play it? Probably,
but it's
yeah.
like $14. Who cares?
Dude, I'm not paying a sub fee.
Oh, the sub fee. That's right. I totally forgot. Well, the thing is, I don't think you will play anything ever.
What are you talking about?
Dude, you're not gonna try Blade and Soul when it comes out. Maybe you'll try.
No,
you're
not
not gonna try
MMOs.
Black Desert
I've
when
been
it comes out. You're not
Yeah,
gonna try
no,
any of these things. It's
not
unless it
MMOs.
really like you look at it and you hear something like that really interests you mechanically, like a regular person would dive into it. Winter Potatoes is not that type of dude to just try things out. I think he likes to be in his bubble, and he doesn't like to get dirt on his shoe.
Wow.
You know?
When was the last time I broke out of my bubble, do you think? When I started Grimrock.
Oh, God.
Grimrock 1.
Oh, Grimrock 1. Man, dude, that best series on the channel. You guys should
Damn,
watch that.
the Matt visual stamp of approval.
Yeah, dude, best series on the channel. Oh, so interesting. I think it's because you 100% it. I think that's part of it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these questions.
I mean, I've done it if you want to.
What, no, for a second I didn't understand this question. I blanked out. What's more likely to happen? Something that's on the table or something that's on the radar?
Oh, what was it I said was on the radar earlier? What was that? Blade and Soul is on the radar. I'll say that.
Right. That's never gonna happen.
How many different items do you have on your table right now?
How
How many different items do you have on your table right now?
A lot. Okay, I have 2
13.
remotes for my new LED lights.
Woo!
That'll turn on in the background. I use it to. It's nice and calming. I have this thing that a fan bought me. It's supposed to calm me down.
Really? What?
Yeah, but I use it for VisualWood.
Wow.
Yeah, this is something cool. I have my headphone amplifier. I have a. This is what it's called. It's called a shit. Okay, it's spelled SCHIIT. Okay.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's.
They make a bunch of DACs and amplifiers. The story behind him naming that is he spent so much time on it that his wife says you should just name your company shit because that's all you do. You're always going off and doing this. You know, That's weird. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna call it that. So there you go. I have
Wow.
keys. I have my keys. I have plates. You know that I had my
Plates?
apples in. I
That is
have
filthy. You want to
two
take them
mouses.
downstairs?
The one that
Mice.
broke, that I use for MMOs, and
Yeah.
this new one here, which I use without for everything else, and it feels good. Feels comfortable.
Mm.
Yeah. I have wires everywhere, and chapstick and leftover battery covers that I need to throw away. But yeah. That's what do you have?
What, on my desk?
Yeah.
I got Nintendo 3DS case, which was, I think, a knockoff, so that I could get it a lot cheaper. I have a Nintendo 3DS blue. I have a TV remote for the TV because I don't actually use a monitor. I use a TV. Dude, I'm so angry that monitor's still not arrived. Like, like really? Ugh. Whatever.
Thoughts on the Deadpool movie? I feel like I'm more comfortable with the Deadpool movie being good than anything else at the moment.
Really?
I
That one seems
I don't
more
know.
risky
Like
to me.
I don't know. I'm not hyped for any particular movie. I'm going to go to theaters to watch it. Like I was hyped for Star Wars, and I think that hype has like capped everything. Like the only other thing I'm going to be hyped for is, of course, Ninja Turtles 2. Like of course I'm going to be hyped for that.
Yeah,
Definitely going to
yeah,
see that in theaters, right? Right, guys?
Yeah.
But yeah, Deadpool I feel comfortable with. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy that movie. It's gonna be crazy vulgar. It's probably gonna have some fun moments. Yeah, it's probably gonna be good. Hopefully
Someone said,
it will.
Snow Goes Ham said, but WP, don't you think a game can justify a sub fee if you enjoy it enough?
Absolutely. I'm not gonna let him answer that. Absolutely. Because duh. You don't have to say
because I
anything.
believe in capitalism, and if they don't have to charge a sub fee, someone else will come along and create a similar experience where I don't have to pay it, and that's the way that it should be. Not this kind of sleazy market tactic of, oh, we'll release with a sub fee just because we know we can, and we'll remove it after a couple of years. Now, to be fair, Final Fantasy 11 still
Well,
has a
that's what's been
subscription sub fee.
happening, and that's why you have that view of it.
Yeah,
But
I'm not playing into
But if
it.
that never happened, then it would be considered normal. If free-to-play never happened, it would be considered normal because that was the first thing to come out. Free-to-play was just a thing that happened with Korean MMOs coming over. And then with crazy cash shops, and then it became a thing. Everyone was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I do agree. Similar experiences will drag you elsewhere, and you don't have to worry about, $15 being sucked out of your bank account. But if you're playing it, then yeah.
It's very hard as well to justify where that $15 goes. Now, I will afford some grey areas. To be honest, I will, because I think if you do, Final Fantasy 14 has a very good reputation from the outside looking in. Anyway, has a very good reputation as a game that is frequently updated with high quality updates and balance passes and so on, and active development. And people will say that's what their $15 goes for. People know that it's a joke and a farce to say that the $15 goes on server maintenance. It goes on ongoing development of the game. So that $15 has to justify itself. And the only way I would be able to perform a valuation like that is to pay loads of attention to the game before I've even played it, before I know that that $15 actually being spent properly. Otherwise, I just feel like you're just being gouged for money because it's industry practice, and that leads to that's just monopolistic, and I don't want to play into it. I don't want to be one of those mindless consumers that does that. I don't need to play your game that bad that I'm going to just be a part of a machine that doesn't have to be oiled. That's kind of my view on it.
Oh gosh. I don't think it's that serious. I think there's some companies that I think certain companies go nuts. Absolutely. And I felt like WildStar definitely had that in mind, maybe. Maybe not WildStar, but the other one. What's the other one that came out around the same time that had a sub fee?
SWTOR did it a little bit before.
I definitely feel like maybe they felt like Star Wars was going to be this big thing, and it's because it's Star Wars, people are going to play it and pay a sub fee. And it was true for a moment. And I think they were okay with starting like that, and ESO starting like that, knowing that they'll go free to play later. While they have like $15, at least they got money, to fund the thing. But yeah, well, I mean, everything costs money, I would say, and I don't think every company is like that. But yeah, some
depends,
companies are
like-
like that.
Yeah, it depends as well. Like if it's got a box fee and a microtransaction system and a sub fee, you'd best damn well
want
have a
that
lot of
money.
seriously good ongoing development, proving
want
to me
that
that you're not just
money.
milking me.
Yeah. Well, what I feel like, it's a shady section where, you know, if a regular game were to come out, that's, you know, multiplayer or whatever. Let's just say, bad example, Rocket League. You know, very simple game. It could not have taken off. But easily could have been buried, you know, if a lot of people didn't shed some light on it, because this is a really good game, but there's a lot of really good games that just people just
it's a simple game. It's a simple premise.
Very, very simple. I say, if a game comes out and it's a bad game, most likely you're gonna fail and your company might go bankrupt. But I feel like MMOs, because it's such a basic and people just have like, oh, it's free, you know, like, you know, I don't know, like everyone's just like, oh, MMOs, the new hotness come out, everyone's gonna try it. I feel like they don't. Because it might be bad, they stick on all these things that they're gonna take money from you, so they won't go bankrupt in the end or something like that. Like it's almost a business plan.
Yeah.
In some things, and it's just like, if you're a bad game, you should fail, and that's just how it is. You just like everything else in life, you fail. You gotta try again later and learn from your mistakes. But these people, like, they like to steal money. But anyways, next question.
God damn. You pick one. I'll pick the first couple.
Keyring. What?
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I don't know. I hadn't even heard of that.
Okay, I don't know. You pick one. You pick one. As
okay. All right. This is for both of us, Matt. Okay.
All right.
So you pick one, then I pick one, then you pick one, and so on, right? But here's the question: if we were stranded on a desert island and we could only take 3 items with us, what would we take? Right. You pick your first item.
Oh. 3 items.
All right. So pick your first, then I'll pick my first.
It would be something that's versatile, something that's actually useful.
The Bible.
No. No. I would say learn the Bible before you go out there, so you're good. You shouldn't. Right. I wouldn't. You know, learn the Bible, then you could write it down on. Oh, you don't have paper. Oh, all right. It would have to be some type of tool. Can I a weapon pack?
All right. What, like a knife or something?
A weapon pack full of weapons.
Damn. It's a desert island. There's not any massive mobs to kill you there. Mobs.
No, but you could use it to cut trees, catch food, you know, the basics. You know, rub sticks together.
Okay. My first thing would be a satellite phone.
Satellite phone?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the point of that? Like, what's the point of the question if you have a satellite phone to rescue you? I don't get the point of the question then. If you let's just say this is where you're gonna live. Like, this is it. This is it.
But don't they say honestly, like, having a knife is the most useful thing you can have? Like,
yeah, because you could cut things and kill things and strap it to a stick. You know, strap it to a stick to stab fish. If hopefully there's fish on the island. You know?
I actually wouldn't know, but like, I'm sure if you ask someone like Bear Grylls, what would the 3 items be? He'd be like, boom, 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 done. I wouldn't know though. I don't know. I'd take like a poncho or something to keep me out of the sun.
A water purifier.
A water purifier. No, but you can do that with gravel and mud and stuff.
But what if you don't have that? What if you don't have that? You know?
You're on an island. There's gonna be pebbles.
Yeah,
there.
I could be sweet, and my last item be like, oh, I'll take my wife, but forget that.
Oh, yeah, but now you got another mouth to feed.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
If I've learned,
you know, I gotta survive. You know, I gotta survive. It's about me. It's not about other people. You know.
Yeah. It will be harder to survive with 2 people.
Yeah, you know.
Especially.
I don't think it would be harder to survive. Maybe that's double the, you know, income of things getting done, the income of food.
What if there's only a certain amount of food on the island, though?
I doubt that. I think fish breed, you know?
All right. Well, see, I'm thinking of, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean, where he gets stranded.
Right.
He gets ruined.
I totally forgot about those movies at all. Like, I don't remember them at all. Is that bad?
Wow. Yeah,
All I
they're all right
remember is
movies,
Johnny
man.
Depp like being drunk half the time.
No,
That's all
they're
I
good
remember
movies.
about those movies.
Number 4's not very good. Are they going to do number 5? We talk
Ooh.
about movies a lot.
Yeah, we do. It should be a movie podcast.
Yeah. Let's
VisualWood
start a
movie
new movie
podcast.
channel, guys. We're going to review the worst 100 movies on Amazon together. Tune in once every week.
Oh gosh.
And I'll be doing uploads of that.
Don't put that out there. That's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Blade and Soul. Yes, I am gonna try Blade and Soul. Blade and Soul sucks badly. It sucks. Oh, I love the MMO like hype and all that. Like everyone's just like, oh no, it sucks. No, this sucks. Oh, this is the greatest game ever. Like I love like.
Yeah, I
the
don't know why people are talking
opinions
about. Matt, you do
on
know Blade and
MMOs.
Soul is a dead game, right?
Yeah, dude, it's
No.
dead already, dude. Like it just
Yeah.
came out. It's dead already, dude. Like,
I was in a queue for like 3 hours yesterday. Screw it. Dead game. Dead game.
oh my gosh, dude. I swear, like people who talk like that, I think it drives me off the wall in a certain way, like almost like a stick is just poking me in the hole, man. Okay.
Oof,
Anyways,
there's a question here for you that I know would kill your soul a little.
all right. Kill my soul.
Do you want it? Question for Matt. Are you going to become more active on YouTube? We're looking forward to more of your videos. Where are all the videos at, Matt?
The last 3 weeks, there has been a video every single week. All
Yeah.
right.
He's been consistent as balls lately.
I've been very consistent, and that's why I haven't had time to do anything. I wake up and I'm doing like I haven't even done Uber in a bit in the past month because I've just been like I've gotten the fire, I guess, in the passion, and you can probably see it in the. I've been learning After Effects, so there's a lot of different style to the last 2 videos, and this next video is gonna show a whole new style entirely. I think I've reached that point where it's just like the videos from here on out are probably gonna be way different than you're used to. Well, not like way different in terms of like my voice or anything like that, but like just editing
Aw.
style. Or
I wanted a chipmunk video. Can you do one of those?
no, I don't think
It's
I'm.
a good
I don't
idea.
think that's my realm. I'll leave that to like PewDiePie. Oh, I'm just kidding, PewDiePie. If you're listening, dude, I love you, dude. I love you.
Now announcing my chipmunk channel. It's called Wooden Chipmunks.
No, it's Fred Gaming. Fred Gaming. Remember Fred?
No.
You don't
What's
remember
this?
Fred?
Who? Fred is what? What? Who?
I think his channel is gone, actually. think
I
his
saw.
channel is
I
gone.
look. I hate doing these kind of conversations because I know most people don't care about it. I was reading a thread the other day about it was basically like who's your most hated like YouTube personality or something.
Yeah.
And there were so many people just hating so incessantly on so much arbitrary stuff just because they basically seem jealous or upset. Like reaction videos. What's your opinion on reaction videos, Matt?
I was watching Fred. And you said, and I missed that last piece. I'm a bad person.
Okay, what's your opinion on reaction videos?
Reaction videos. Okay.
Yeah.
I think if done well, they're okay.
Do you think you should
I don't hate them.
outrageously,
But they exist, and who cares?
and they get and people clearly like them? Leave it at that. Some people like them. Get over it. I'm sorry that you think this is trash content that gets all these views that this person doesn't
Right.
deserve, and the person who makes it is the most lazy, content stealing, blah 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 blah. But it doesn't matter, all right? Look, some people like them. Get over it. It annoys me so much, dude.
All right. I don't know. Like, obviously, I'm a type of person. There's only certain things that really get me irritated. Like, I'm not going to get irritated about people's success. That's like straight up jealousy, in my opinion. Like, oh, they're getting all this money.
But they're not putting any effort in, Matt.
Who cares? Like, dude, would
'Cause I
be,
could not
would
put
I
in
be
any effort too.
anywhere? Would I be anywhere if I thought like that with my YouTube channel? No, I wouldn't, dude. Like, look, I'm not some huge YouTuber. Like, does that bother me? No, because it doesn't matter. There's other people, like, people are doing Let's Plays and growing from nothing, from doing literally nothing. It shouldn't, like, if that bothered me, then why do YouTube? Like, That shouldn't be the point. That shouldn't be the point. And even if you do YouTube, why get mad? Just avoid the videos. Who cares? There's a lot of things in life. There's a lot of things that outside of YouTube that people are doing that you probably don't like. This is no different. It doesn't matter. Don't focus your life on things that don't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can't change the world. Okay, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
I like triggering you into rants. It's good.
It's good. I stopped myself before I went too deep. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about what's the name of that woman in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Megan Fox. She's a good actress, right?
So, new Suicide Squad trailer. Yeah, I thought it looked cool. I feel like I have to see more. I'm not impressed by the trailer, but I thought it looked cool. I just really want Will Smith to be okay in this role. I just really want him not to balls it up. I want to see an actual good performance.
How can he mess me up? How can he mess it up? Me up? What?
How you mess me up?
Did you see The Pursuit of Happiness? That was the last thing I saw.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really good movie.
Yeah. Where I want to see him, and he looks like he has the Pursuit of Happiness face on the whole time. He's just like, I'm dead shot.
Intense.
Like my family died. Ugh. It's like, I hope there's more to him than that. I hope that since we've gotten so deep into movies, I've really focused on, how people act and whatever. And I've been shooting stuff myself, and the subtleties in certain things that really make a role. And I just really hope he can pull that off, and he's not just he's learning new tricks. But yeah, most importantly, I hope Harley Quinn is good.
What about the Joker? You concerned about following Heath Ledger?
I think, I'm not concerned. I do love me some Heath Ledger. I really enjoyed that movie because of him. I think the Joker seems. I'm not worried about the Joker. I mean, if it turns out bad, it turns out bad. But from the trailer, I think it's okay. Just in his body movements, when he's falling. He does a moment where he's falling off a building.
Yeah, everyone's going on about him falling into the acid, yeah.
It's you don't jump, he won't jump off. It's more like he's just the wind is carrying him, like the Joker, He's just being flowed on this insane wind of ridiculousness. I felt that from him. So hopefully there's more of that in the film. But it's a trailer, and you can't really see much from a trailer. So I'm just glad they didn't spoil it. That's all I care about with trailers these days. As long as you don't spoil the dang movie, I'm okay with it. I just finished a live podcast. We're a live podcast. Recommendations for anything similar. Not zombie. I would look up the term is audio drama, as I've come to know now. And there's a lot of them out there. I mean, a lot of them. They're not very popular unless it's like Halo or whatever. Serial podcast is a real podcast that first got me into it. Those are the ones that get popular.
Would you call what we did an audio drama?
Oh, kinda, but no, it's not an audio drama unless you put a lot of sound effects, and it's not like a Let's Play-ish. It's definitely kind of
it's it cuts between audio drama and then Let's Play.
yeah, basically, yeah. It's audio drama with commentary. That's what the text adventure is. So definitely listen to that or watch that. I think it would be a good listen though, while you're cleaning and stuff like that. But I would recommend, if you like sci-fi, Wolf 359 is excellent. I think because of the acting. The acting is this. It's on point, I feel. I'm listening to that currently, and if you like sci-fi, if you like comedy, it might be up your alley. But there's tons, there's millions, and they're all just undiscovered. And I just wonder how they get their money, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I haven't discovered.
Do you think it could be a growing genre?
I hope. I feel like I stumbled onto gems that no one cares about. No one cares about audio drama.
Dude, you get to be hipster about this in a couple of years.
If
this blows up.
Oh, I listened to audio dramas way before the crowd and it was popular. And I'll get bigger hipster
Can I shake your hand? I mean, if that's true, I'd love to shake your hand.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I'm like the best, you know? Like, I know everything before it's popular, you know? Because it makes me feel good inside that I'm first, you know?
Matt, I bet I had a MySpace before you had a MySpace. Just saying.
Well, screw you.
I was using Google while you were still on Yahoo.
People will pay a sub fee for the full SWTOR experience, though. Oh, that's just a statement. That's a statement. Sorry, that's not a question.
Great question.
But yeah,
that
yeah.
was quite the question.
All right,
Quite the
all
ponderous.
right. Let's turn this into a question. What if?
Okay.
I think we've talked about this before.
All right, let's go again though, quickly.
What if Guild Wars 2
Yeah.
had a premium service? You get an allowance, and
Like the Chinese client.
Oh, I totally forgot about the Chinese client. What do you get for that, dude? Did they change it up though? Because it was kind of bare.
Basically, you know now when you get login rewards for us on our client, it unlocks quite a few different things, but one of the primary things is they get login rewards only if you're a VIP. And if you get like 60 or 90 days of login rewards, they straight up give you a precursor at the end. After it. And it's like the main way people get pre's. It also gives you like a medal next to your name showing how long. I streamed it one day. I streamed the Chinese client one day, and all these Chinese people started giving me like gifts and stuff, and they were really happy that someone was paying attention to their game. And somebody bought me a month of VIP, and I only used the first day of it, and then that was it. And I never logged into it again.
Wow. I wish we had VIP.
I still feel really bad about it, but I couldn't give it back.
How much is it a month?
I don't know how much it's for them. It's in yen or whatever, right? Like.
Oh, okay. Well, I would totally be down with some VIP. I mean, if I was you and my channel was dedicated, I would totally jump on that VIP
dedicated.
bandwagon.
Come on, all right.
Yeah. Will you play Rocket League on Steam at one point? I might buy. I should have bought it when it was on deal. I have it for PS4, and my brother-in-law had got a PS4 recently, and he's been definitely calling me up to play with him every once in a while. So that's usually how I get my PS4 mileage. But yeah, I don't know. Like I need people to play with, and I feel like the people I know, like the not MagFest. I'm going to MagFest. SGC. Those guys, they're just too good. I would be like dead weight to them, basically. But yeah, you do it.
People are pointing out the fact that I said yen. I prefer pesos. Yeah, it was a certain amount of pesos each month, guys. It's totally fine.
Pesos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Most people are just talking now. I don't really have too many questions with the current questions. One of them is from Jaden Smith, who says, "How can a mirror be real if my eyes aren't real?"
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I don't know actually. I think that you would find not many philosophers being insightful enough to ask a question like that. And I think he's going places actually.
I think that's a bit deep, you know.
Someone asked again if you're gonna play Black Desert.
No, I'm not.
I'll tell you when I will play Black Desert.
I think I'll switch it up a bit. I've been saying yes all this time, so I'm gonna switch it up and say no.
When pigs fly. Oh.
Wow, that's a classic.
Or when I have a Rift and they release some kind of third-party rough hacked support for it, and I'll try it, even though I know it'll be a bad experience. It'll be a lot of fun. Also, do we play Legend of Zelda? I actually do own a Zelda game based on Matt's recommendation, but I haven't played it just yet because I'm playing ORAS.
Of course. Anything I recommend to you,
I bought it. I'm gonna play it. All right. Look, I wouldn't just throw money away, would I? I'm gonna play it. You stopped being a pirate earlier. Of course, you throw money away.
Okay. Will you do Let's Plays together? We are doing a Let's Play, technically, an audio adventure Let's Play.
Things open up after I do Tomb Raider. I'm gonna have this thing called Freedom again, where I get to pursue new projects. It's gonna be very.
The new
who
Let's
knows?
Play.
No, we used to pad out my main series with a horror thing that me and Matt would do in between. I don't know whether we'd continue doing that or what. We haven't really talked about it for a while, but anything's possible. Matt's a good guy. He's easy to record with.
Oh, thank you. Is that a compliment?
Yeah, a legit compliment. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh.
You're playing the promo again of the press.
Yeah, oh, you mean in the background? Yeah, I am. What happened to Dante? He's around. He's been around. You guys are just not watching his channel. That's what the problem is. If you want to see Dante, he's been active on Twitch. So there you go.
Yeah, what is he doing on Twitch at the moment?
I think he was streaming Guild Wars 2 last time. I talked to him last week.
Okay.
And he was doing some Twitch stuff, and he has some stuff for the channel. I don't know how much I can tell everyone, but I don't want to put out his business or whatever like that. But he has some plans for the channel and stuff. But yeah, he's been around. He's been back. It's just one of those scary things where you have a certain amount of subs and you go away for a bit, yeah, a while, and then people just stop caring about you, and it's the most horrible feeling as a guy who, like, if it happened to me, like, especially I spent so much time on my stuff, like, it will feel horrible. That's why I try to keep consistent, because the stuff that I'm doing now, not that I wasn't doing this before, but I don't know, I feel like I'm putting like everything into it, and it's quite fun. But yeah, like, you obviously want people to watch your stuff. But anyways, we're not gonna talk about YouTube again. Are you gonna continue Yandere Simulator?
Yeah, actually, I gotta say, some of my favorite channels that were ever on your channel were Yandere.
Okay, so Yandere
what does that mean?
Simulator.
Does that mean no?
Yandere Simulator. I feel like most of the I'm not gonna hate on you guys that are young. Okay, I love you guys. I love you all. But it really shows that all right. There was an age poll on Yandere Simulator, an official YouTube Yandere Simulator channel, and most of the people who play in the game are or watch for that matter are 11 to 15-year-olds. Okay.
Oh, that's a lie. I'm 24 and I love those videos. That's a lie.
It is the truth. It is the truth.
It's a lie, clearly.
It's half that and 15 to 20. And it really shows when it comes down, when I play that game, that most people are going to only want anime stuff. And
that's nice
sometimes
to
I don't
people
feel
on the
like playing anime stuff, even though I'm a big anime nerd. So I don't want to entertain it. I don't want to entertain it. So that's why I kind of let it end before it wears out its welcome.
What do you think? Look,
Even
we
though
both
a lot of people that I respect come and tell me that they really like those videos, that they thought it was just funny, me playing those. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Don't tell me that, okay? I spent too long on these other videos that I'm supposed to be respected by for, oh, you're respected. You're not doing Let's Plays. They
respect the view counter, bro. It's the view counter they respect.
It's a view counter
That's what gets the chest tap.
Yeah. That gets the girls.
Listen. We both know success is not a game.
And we all need bacon.
Look, we both know success is not a game of doing what you like, but playing demographics. What do you think about making a Matt Visuals Kids channel, and you tailor all your content for that huge audience of 11 to 15-year-olds?
I thought about that. I absolutely thought about that. Have Matt Visual as like the place I put like my cool stuff that I experimental stuff or whatever, and then have this other channel that I just crap out. Better quality than most of the people out there, edited
just to give you that edge, yeah.
Just
but the rest,
yeah, and that can, because a lot of
you can't call it kids though, because people in that age range don't like to think of themselves as kids. You got to,
the younger crowd, the cool crowd, the young cool crowd. Yeah, and I feel like it's a bigger demographic, and I could actually make a living off of it instead of like you know, struggling on pesos.
Would you actually call it Matt Visual Kids though, or would you have it super separate so people never knew?
You know, I was thinking about
Well, I
actually
did 3
creating a
years
YouTube
ago.
channel that was totally separate, not even linked to my other channel, and I just do random stuff. I don't say it on Twitter, nothing. And to experiment. And a lot of YouTubers have done this before. PewDiePie had multiple channels. Markiplier had multiple channels. And when one thing hits, you just run with it, right? If I was going to put the Yandere Simulator on a separate channel. If I did that, I would have probably went deep in the anime. Deep into the anime on that channel, and then every time I want to actually create something, I would put it on the Matt Visual channel. And I would be, man, dude, oh my gosh. I know money is not everything, but
How
holy
excited you
crap.
are about this.
That's
a holiday in Hawaii
Visual
right there.
Kids, dude. Visual Kids. Matt Visual Kids. That's what I'll name it.
Visual Kids.
Look
That
out,
sounds a bit-
guys. You're going to see a random channel explode because he started to do Yandere videos in a deep voice. Yandere Simulator. You know, just do that all day.
I can't do that.
You got to dig deep, man. You got to
Yandere Simulator.
What helps is if you grab your
My
nuts,
name is Skeletor.
squeeze your nuts and just
Squeeze my nuts.
yeah. See, that's how you get it out. You
Squeeze my nuts.
the grunt. Yeah. Grunt stuff. All right.
I think that's a good way to end it, actually.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys next week. I hope you're having a great day. Have the rest of the week fine.
Also,
Whenever you're listening to this, words, English, broken. We'll see you in the
generally
next.
positive sentiments being sent your way. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.